90.3 KEXP online all over the world at KEXP.org. You're listening to Audio Oasis, the Northwest Music Show. My name is Sharlese, and it's now time for music by Golden Gardens on KEXP. Golden Gardens on KEXP.
This
You're listening to live music by Golden Gardens here on Audio Oasis on KEXP. You just heard Queen of Air and Darkness and Extrasolar Heartbeat. And both of those songs come from the new album Rain that they self-released in October. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you guys so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So Rain is your third LP. Yeah. What are some different approaches that you guys took to this album, different than the other releases that you guys have put out?
So up until Rain, we pretty much have just recorded at home. Like we did all the mixing at home, all the recording at home, we had outsourced mastering. But this was the first record that we did with a producer. So we did it in a studio. We brought the songs to him and he made magic.
Yeah. So you worked with Martin Fevier.
Yeah.
And you went to Jupiter Studios?
Yeah. We actually split time. While we worked on the record, we kind of spread it out and worked on it with him over a year.
Yeah, about 8 or 9 months, I think.
And it started out working at Jupiter with him, and then he moved to Vashon and he opened a new studio.
Okay.
Which is Fevier Master Mix. Mm-hmm. And so we finished it there and did all the mastering there.
What was it like to kind of give up that control?
I think scary initially, but actually ended up being incredibly rewarding.
Yeah. Did it kind of give some pressure, loosen up some pressure? And
it probably gave, as a singer, it was really scary because I've never recorded in a studio with people watching you and telling you to take it. I just do that at home. So it was pretty nerve-wracking, but I think it was helpful because it kind of helped me get past all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, because I write all the synth and guitar parts, it's really interesting to get a completely separate perspective, especially a perspective of somebody with a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Because when I learned a great deal. I learned the joy of properly EQing things. I understand compressors a little better now that I've actually sat in a studio and watched a professional actually work with them rather than clicking around a DAW at home. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's been really really rewarding. Initially, there was a lot of pressure just making sure I have certain parts down when I'm playing them in studio versus being able to spend 6 hours at home playing a thing over and over again until it's perfect.
Yeah.
But it was a really good learning experience.
Yeah, I don't want to not record in a studio ever again.
Yeah, I was going to ask, are you guys going to go back to doing it yourselves? But
No.
Not in
never again.
In the near future.
Yeah, not in the near future. Don't hold us to that forever. But it was so much nicer.
Yeah, well, it's great that you guys had a good experience doing that. So did you all work on the instrumentation? Did you guys let anybody else play on the album, or was it just you guys?
It was just us. I mean, when we write we call them demos, but they're pretty much done in as far as composition goes. So we brought Martin all of the songs that we had as demos, and what we ended up doing is it was just the two of us in the studio. Martin gave input on maybe we can try this part with a different sound or a different instrument or a different preset, and
yeah, he took a lot of our synth parts and either he ran them through other filters, completely changed the EQ settings on them. He I think for a couple of parts there's a couple of songs with piano parts. He completely switched around so it no longer sounds like a 90s rave piano and now sounds a little bit more like a grand
There's
piano.
Nothing wrong with the 90s rave piano.
Nothing wrong with that. Nope.
Yeah, we grew up with we grew up with 90s dance music. So yeah, those tend to be the sounds that we gravitate to.
Yeah, but that's cool. Yeah, well, I mean, it's cool to try different things too.
Totally.
Yeah. Well, it's great. It sounds really cool, and I was really into just how some of it sounded. Definitely different. And, I don't know. I like DIY sounds, but I also like produced sounds. I can be very picky about what that's like, but the album is enjoyable. So
thanks. Yeah, I'm super proud of the way it came out.
Yeah. So another thing that I wanted to ask about was you guys mentioned that there's a statement in the album. Like there's a personal reflection of what's happening in the world today, and there's a theme in the album. Can you talk about that?
Sure. I don't know if you've seen the artwork, but
Yeah.
it's like sort of this amazing...
It's epic.
Woman, female-bodied figure, just having slayed a bunch of men. And there's like sun shining upon her. It's very tarot-inspired. But Kirk Damer, he's an amazing local artist. He does a lot of art for Pony and like their hero worship series. But he did the art
I
for
love that stuff.
I know, he's so good. He's so good. So he did the art for that, and he did art for like everything. But I went to him and I was like, so the songs are really just about like warrior queens and women, at least for me, because I am a woman. So the inspiration was women, like archetypes, like goddess archetypes, warrior archetypes, like intense, hardcore, tough females that just sort of like did what they wanted to do and had very loud voices. So the idea behind the record thematically from a lyrical standpoint is sort of like that reclamation of personal power. So it doesn't matter if you're male, female, it doesn't matter what you are. It just is that idea of taking that personal, individual sense of power back and just shining your light as brightly as you can.
Yeah.
And saying no to the patriarchy, no to like the systems of oppression and basically the culture in the world today.
Yeah. I would imagine that is great inspiration when you get on stage and sing the songs.
It is.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we should hear more from the album,
Sure.
Rain. You're listening to live music by Golden Gardens here on Audio Oasis on KEXP.
Mountain
You're listening to live music by Golden Gardens here on Audio Oasis on KEXP. Golden Gardens here on Audio Oasis on KEXP. You just heard Mirror of Silver and Dream of Venus, and both of those are from the new album Rain that is out now. And you guys have a new music video coming soon.
We do.
Anything that you can reveal? What song is it? And
It's one of the songs that was played today.
so we'll have to guess.
It was Dream of Venus.
Okay.
It's fine, it's Dream of Venus.
That's cool. And anything that you can reveal about what we will see?
It's going to be very cinematic.
Cool.
So we actually finished shooting it tomorrow. So it
Awesome.
will be, yes, it will be very cinematic. It's based off of, it's like an homage to a film by Maya Deren, who was a surrealist filmmaker in like the 30s and 40s. That was a woman. Mm-hmm. So, and Andrew Sobey, who is a really good and fun videographer. I just sounded like Donald Trump. It's good and fun.
Don't say that
Don't say
word on the show.
No.
Okay. And speaking of tomorrow, you guys are performing tonight.
We are.
At Highline.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything, you guys going to do any I can't say the word. Cinematic.
Cinematic. No. It's a benefit for Standing Rock. So
Cool.
all of the money that we make at the show through ticket sales, and donations will go directly to Standing Rock. And even though that there's a temporary halt on the pipeline, it's not over. There's lots to do.
Yep.
So that's a benefit. It's also our friend Asa's birthday party.
Great.
So he decided to turn his birthday party into a benefit.
That's great. Will
so
there be cake?
I would hope so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, what's the point?
Right. What's the point? No, there's a point to come see you guys, and you guys are playing with Planning for Burial and God and Vanilla.
This is true.
Great. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show. This was great.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
You've been
Thank you.
listening. Yes. You've been listening to live music by Golden Gardens here on Audio Oasis on KEXP Seattle.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.